Sports. And I'd like to welcome everybody to the Jimmy Johnson Memorial Stadium here at Douglas County High School. Tonight we have the Paulding County Patriots against the Douglas County Tigers. Two teams that have struggled a bit this year. Douglas County having only one win on the season, and Paulding County not doing much better with only two. But tonight, they can redeem themselves, and somebody's going to come away with the win tonight. So we just have to see what's going to happen. We had a little bit of rain tonight, and we're going to see. What do you think about it, Miko? You think this is going to be a tough game for Douglas County, or?
Well, at this point of the season, with the record being 1-7, you got to play for pride. You got to play for yourself, not as an individual. You got to take care of your own individual role, but in order to play as a team. I think I'm going for Douglas County tonight. I'm going for the underdog. I'm an alumni as well as you, so I'm rooting for the hometown boys. And Douglas County tonight, they're in the navy and Vegas gold, and the Paulding County Patriots are in the white jerseys with the silver breeches. And Fred's also on our crew tonight. Fred.
Yeah, and by the way.
I'm sorry. I got on late there, Miko. I appreciate that introduction. I am definitely here down on the field. Field conditions down here are excellent for football. It's a little rainy down here, a little blustery, but it's good. The rain has been holding off for just a moment. The guys look like they are definitely ready to play some football. As you mentioned, Rodney, both teams have struggled this year. These guys are playing for pride, and they have that look in their eye like they want to do something tonight. So I'm expecting a really good competitive game tonight. Two teams' schedule's not that good, but they have a lot of heart and a lot of fight in them. So definitely down here on the field, the conditions are excellent for football.
And by the way, here in the booth we have Miko Bursich, and I'm Rodney Moreland, and it's Fred Perry down on the field. And looks like they're ready to start.
All right, Fred. So last week we had a bye week, and 2 weeks prior we saw the matchup between the Lithia Springs High School versus Paulding County. And Paulding County, I believe, came away with a victory, what about 10, 14-point victory? Is that right?
Yes, it was.
And they had most success they started the ball game with a lot of the runs and went to the short, 6-7 pass slant routes that were successful but are almost like a run play, right? Rodney?
Oh, certainly it was. It was a lot of dueling running that night. Both teams getting it going, and they didn't have a lot of passing that night, but we got to see two great running backs. Tonight, Douglas County themselves has a host of good running backs.
Well, Douglas County always keeps a good runner, so I'm not surprised by that. But as you mentioned, Paulding County last week, we didn't see much passing from that team, so we really can't give an opinion one way or the other as far as the quarterback's arm is concerned. But tonight, if they come out passing, I'd be surprised. It's a little blustery down here on the field, not necessarily good conditions for passing. Here come those Douglas County Tigers right now.
Yeah, and I'd like to mention this is senior night, so looks like those seniors, this will be the last chance they're going to get to play in front of their home crowd, and hopefully they're ready to play tonight and inspire those younger kids to carry this on for them next year. What do you think, Miko?
Yeah, I believe so. They won the coin toss. They elected to receive. They want to put points on the board first, get the good old Mo on their side, and get this crowd rolling.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. They need to definitely come out with some fire and try to get the momentum and see if they can't come away with another victory tonight. So what do you think about that, Fred?
Absolutely. These guys are definitely hungry for a victory. And guys, if you all notice, we got the cheerleaders, we got some of the football players in pink. These guys are bringing awareness to breast cancer. Susan G. Coleman, Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the month of October. I think it's excellent that these guys are getting in on that and bringing some attention to breast cancer awareness.
Yeah, that's a great thing that they're doing, Fred. We see it on all levels, pro, college, as well as high school. So it's really something that you see everybody participating in. Looks like Douglas County is going to receive, and Paulding County is going to kick the ball.
All right. Guys, despite the weather out here, we have an excellent crowd on hand. The band is going, they're getting everybody riled up. It's a nice crowd on hand. You would think that these guys were 8-0. So just some very, very loyal fans we got out here with Douglas County. And they are coming out here with something look in their eye, like they're ready for a victory.
Well, only time will tell. We got number 13, Jermaine Burrows, back to receive the kickoff.
And the kick is underway. It's a short kick. Fielded, fair catch by number 10. Number 16, excuse me.
Jared Askew.
That was Jared Askew.
Well, remember 2 weeks ago whenever the Paulding County matchup, kicking wasn't a very strength in their game. The field goals, the extra points, and the kickoffs. They tried that little pooch kick around the 40-yard line every time they had the kickoff. That
was one of their weaknesses, but we have to see what Douglas County is going to come out with. Look like they're coming out in a
guys. I'm
pro set. They got.
Go ahead, Rodney.
Snap. The quarterback. The give is to number 20 and
Joanna Smith.
That was Joanna Smith on the carry.
Wanye. Excuse me, Wanye. Joanna sounds good, too. Sounds like a movie title.
Snap. The give is to John Willis. John Willis, he breaks it down. He's at the 20-yard line. He's 30 yard. He's knocked down about the 25-yard line. Great run by John Willis.
Well, that was a great run by number 2, John Willis. Shuck a couple wimpy tacklers.
That's a good start for the Tigers. Takes the ball down to the 25-yard line. Snap, the give is to Askew.
And a gain of about 6 yards brings up about a 2nd and 4.
Guys, Douglas County is coming out pretty aggressive tonight. Looks like we got two good runs for some good yardage. So hopefully we can keep this momentum going.
Yeah, that was a good run by Smith there. They definitely need to keep the momentum going.
Rolls out. He's got a man open. Slightly overthrown to Anthony Prince in the corner of the end zone. Now, Fred, I will tell you one thing. These are all familiar territories. All the games that we've broadcasted this year, the first drive have always been run heavy, always with a big 40-yard plus run. And they seem to stall out towards the end. But
yeah,
maybe they can continue to keep this going.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They jump out the box pretty quick and seems like they lose their head of steam. So we're hoping that Douglas County can sustain.
The give is to John Willis, and he takes the ball up to about the 19-yard line for about a 2-yard gain. Maybe that brings up a 4th down and about 3 yards to go. What do you think, Miko? You think Douglas County, you think this is a good decision going forward here on 4th down? What does that tell you about that kicking game?
Well, you're 1-7. Can't hold anything back. It's senior night. Let's get these guys a chance to get in the end zone.
Richardson give is to Willis, and Willis takes the ball down to about the 15-yard line, and he picks up a 1st down.
Looks like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, I think Douglas County is going to pull out all the stops tonight. I'm expecting some trick plays. I'm expecting some 4th down plays as well. I think they're going to put all the stops to win this game tonight.
Yeah, got to play like there's no tomorrow.
Well, they seem to be run heavy with old Willis there. He looks like the bell cow. Richardson's in the shotgun.
No, John Ellis, he's a senior this year. So that might be losing a valuable asset.
Yes, Willis, he's a big addition to that team. That's going to be a big loss for him. Richardson back to pass. He's going long in the corner of the end zone. Oh, broken up by Paulding County. Great design on that play. The man was out there. It was a great pass, but he just couldn't pull it in.
It's in and out of the hands of number 17, Elliott Thompson.
That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the 15-yard line. 9:47 on the clock, 1st quarter.
Yeah, split backfield. Oh, fumble.
Fumble on the play, but Richardson was able to recover.
It's about a 4-yard loss on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 14.
3rd down and long. Well, Douglas County don't have no choice this time, Fred. Look like they're in a passing situation. So
Absolutely.
we get to see what Richardson can do as far as passing that ball.
Well, he's thrown some pretty good accuracy has been a question here, but those 2 passes, they look pretty good. And spiral was tight, but it's just a matter of accuracy. And like I said,
Richardson's
it's
under
blustery
center.
here.
Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's throwing for the corner of the end zone. That ball is intercepted at the 1-yard line by Paulding County.
He had DJ Fluellen coming across the center of the end zone wide open whenever they review this film. I mean, granted, he did have to throw across his body.
Yeah, it appeared to be open, but the cornerback for Paulding County undercut him and made a great play on that ball. So Paulding County takes over at their own 1-yard line.
On the bright side, they didn't score a touchdown, they didn't kick a field goal, but they do have them pinned deep in their own territory.
Absolutely.
We got to see this Paulding County team against Lithia Springs, and they come out and they run some form of the wing T.
Guys, unfortunately, the weather conditions are starting to deteriorate a little bit. Starting to get a little rainy. It's getting colder, so I expect probably some issues hanging on to that ball and probably some fumbles or something like that. Hopefully that won't be the case for Douglas County, but things are starting to slowly change down here as far as the weather is concerned.
Yeah, anytime the weather comes into the factor, it definitely can cause a lot of turnovers, and hopefully that's something we won't see tonight out of Douglas County anyway. Well, here we go. Paulding County's under the center. Quarterback takes the snap.
Ooh.
Gives it to his running back, and he's knocked down about the 1-yard line.
It's like a no gain. Or no.
That's a safety.
Take it back. Safety.
Actually, he didn't gain anything. Actually, a safety. So Douglas County takes an early lead.
Yeah, puts 2 points on the board for the home team with 8 minutes and 47 seconds to go in the first quarter.
All right, that might be the momentum that Douglas County needs to guide them throughout this game here.
Well, Fred, that was right on cue about the weather situation and possibly turnover situation. That's exactly what happened. I think the quarterback mishandled the ball, and Douglas County's going to get the ball back.
Yeah, absolutely. It's starting to get real wet down here now.
So we expect another pooch kick over here about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, the guy that's deep to receive, he is really up here short, about the 30-yard line.
Well, they're kicking off from the 20-yard line. That's
You
unusual.
get an option here. You can either kick it or punt it.
Yeah? What would you go for?
Well, if your field goal kicker's not that good, I think I'd punt that ball. But nevertheless, he's teeing it up.
I'm predicting a kick to about the 45-yard line, their own 45. Douglas County's going to have great field position. So the ball's teed up, and we're ready to go.
And that's Jermaine Burrows that's deep to receive.
And the ball's down at about the 46-yard line.
Guys, obviously the kickers here at Paulding County, they're trying to keep it away from the runners at Douglas County. Not quite sure the strategy of the short kick is killing them as far as field position is concerned. But they're obviously they're not trying to kick it down the field to Douglas County.
Fred, I don't think that's a strategy. I think that's their only choice. I think that's as far as it can go.
Either way, Douglas County sets up with good field position. On Paulding County side of the field, they're at the 46-yard line. First down and 10. Richardson's in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's back to pass.
He's got a man open. Pass deflected by number 3.
Great coverage on the play. Paulding County breaks that pass up. And that pass was intended for number 81, Anthony Prince.
So Ellis Richardson, he's yet to complete a pass, but he looks like he has pretty good arm on him.
Yeah, they seem to have a lot of confidence in Richardson. They're not shy about letting him throw that ball. He's under the center.
Looks like a gain of about 2 for number 20.
The give is to
Wanye
Smith.
He's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. They started off a good field position on this drive, and they need to take advantage of this. Rodney, what you think?
Definitely. You don't want to have field position like this and not come away with nothing. You want to try to capitalize. Anytime you're down in their zone, you want to try to capitalize on it. Richardson's in the shotgun. 1 back set. He takes the snap. Fake is to Willis. Wilson keeps it, and he picks up about 6 yards. He gets down to about the 39-yard line.
Looks like it's going to be around 4th and 2 or 3. Manageable?
Yeah, looks like it brings about a 4th and 3. They don't seem to be in a punt situation. What do you think?
Yeah, no, they're definitely not in a punting situation. I think they need to go ahead and go for this one. They're showing that they can move this ball on Paulding County. They're moving it short, 2 yards, 3 yards here, but I think they can pick this first down up.
Oh yeah, another thing, it's senior night. You can't hold anything back tonight.
Richardson's under the center. He takes the snap as quarterback keeper. And it looked like he picked up enough for the first down.
It looks like it's going to be a first down for the Douglas County Tigers.
Great call, great design on that play. This is similar to the way Villa Rica started. You remember how they was a lot of quarterback keepers? So Richardson seemed to be a big part of that offense. I heard a lot about John Willis and Wanye Smith as well. I think that might be the player that Coach Carnes referenced to. Remember that?
Yeah, and, the weather permitting,
There goes Willis. Takes the ball. He's down to the 10-yard line. 5. Touchdown. John Willis.
There is a flag on the field. I think it might have been a block in the back.
You're calling a block in the back, Fred?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. It looked like a block in the back from this vantage point.
Great play, great run. Fred, looks
back
to me like there was no reason for that. Looks like he was already in the clear. Fred, you was right on key with that block in the back, and that's going to back him up.
Wow.
And that was a great run by the senior John Willis, but it's negated by a block in the back.
It's actually not negated. It was a spot of the foul penalty, so he just brought the ball back 10 yards from where the foul happened.
Guys, Douglas County cannot shoot themselves in the foot with penalties and things of that nature. They have to play literally flawless football tonight to win this game.
Well, they're on the move, and they're looking good right now.
Oh, brings up a first down on the 25-yard line.
There's a whistle. Stop at your play. The officials are getting together. It's an official's timeout.
So what's 1st and inches?
They seem to have worked it out. Clock's running. 6:37 on the clock. The give is to Burrows. It was a swing pass to Burrows. He takes it up to about the 16-yard line.
First down, Tigers.
Pregame, we were down there on the field talking to the coaching staffs of each of the teams, and I got a chance to talk to one of the coaches, Wes Corns, and he told me that we're expecting to see great things from Ellis Richardson and John Willis today, and I've seen nothing but so far.
Well, there goes John Willis again, and looks like there's no gain or maybe lost a yard on that play. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about John Willis. He is definitely a good-looking athlete out there, but as you can see, they bring in Wanye Smith, and that seems to be a change-up for him. I think it brings in a little more speed.
Yeah, and another thing, with the weather the way it is, I think we're going to take away the options to eliminate the fumbles. Try to keep the ball in just one hand, or one set of hands.
Richardson's under center with a 3-back set. The give is to Smith. Smith dances around, picks up. Oh, he's in the end zone. Touchdown. Great run by Smith. Now that was a good-looking run, Miko.
That was a great run by Wanya, and he's only a sophomore. Like I said, Coach Carnes said this young man's got a bright future.
He has.
You know, Rodney, I don't know if these guys are old enough, but they almost look like a little Barry Sanders scooting around in there.
I tell you what, he looks like a jitterbug in there. Well, Douglas County's off to a good start, 9-0. What do you think about that play, Fred?
Excellent from my vantage point. He danced around in the middle there, and he's, those short running backs, they typically have some good success because they're kind of hard to see, amongst the Giants there. And that was the case with number 20 there. He kind of danced around in the middle of the field and just worked his way on into the end zone. So excellent run.
I tell you, these seniors certainly they're off to a good start tonight, and look like they realize this is their night. For a lot of these guys, this will be the last time that they're going to put on those pads. So I hope they'll make this a memorable night.
All right, so we'll get a chance to see the kicker for Douglas County High School tonight. See what kind of leg he's got on him. Looks like the kicker he's sporting some fancy fluorescent shoes tonight.
Yeah, he won't be hard to find tonight.
Let's see if he can make a tackle. We'll see what he does. That's Juan Cerna. Yeah, Cerna is the kicker. I think he's also a soccer player. So.
Yeah, soccer players are a little odd, so I can tell by those shoes, Nico. So the ball is set. The kick is off.
End over end about the
Deep
5-yard
kick.
line.
Paulding County fumbles the ball. He picks it up.
He's got some breathing room.
Great run.
Takes it down to about across midfield to about the 48-yard line.
Yes, he did. He crossed the midfield stripe. That was a great return by the Paulding County Patriots.
Yes, and you can't count out Paulding County Patriots. Remember 2 weeks ago at Lithia, they had a couple running backs like, I guess on our team, Wanye Smith. They're always a couple steps away from breaking one.
Well, we didn't get to see much of them that first time. They fumbled the ball in the end zone and gave Douglas County a 2-point lead. So they get to redeem themselves right now. We'll see what they got. Here we go with the wing T. Quarterback's under center, motion, hands it to number 8. Oh, he's stacked up by a host of Tigers. That defense plays like that tonight, Miko. I don't think they have a thing to worry about.
I wouldn't believe so. So the tackle brings up about a 2nd and 15.
2nd down, 15. Quarterback's under the center. Motion, gives the ball to the tailback, and he knocked down around the 46-yard line for maybe a 1-yard gain.
Well, the Patriots are going to have to do something else, or it's going to be a long evening tonight. They're going the wrong way.
Douglas County has definitely come to play tonight.
Guys, as you recall from our last game, Paulding County did a lot of running. They didn't mix the plays up that well, and they were pretty much one-dimensional, and that's what it's looking like we're going to see from them today. A lot of running, and it looks like Douglas County is ready for it.
Quarterback's back to pass. Keeps it. And he's swarmed under by a host of Douglas County Tigers. Well, they can't get much going, Miko.
No, I mean, they had transportation troubles on the way up here, and seems like they're having the same problem on the football field.
Yeah, they seem to have gotten off that bus a little cold. We'll see if they can get heated up.
Like I said, football's a game of adjustments, and they're stacking, playing for the run, and, we might be surprised here in a little bit.
It looked like they have to get some of those wing guys involved in the game.
So the Patriots are off the punt on a 4th and 15 or 18, excuse me. So punt.
Oh, he shanked it.
Looks like that's going to be a 7-yard punt.
Maybe a 7-yard punt. That's going to set Douglas County up with great field position.
Rodney, that looked like your 8-iron, a little shank. So here we are with the score: Douglas County Tigers 9 and the Paulding County Patriots 0 in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 19 seconds to go. And this is the 3rd possession for the Douglas County Tigers tonight, and it's starting at their own 47-yard line.
Guys, I'm expecting them to put that ball in the hands of number 88, DJ Fuella. He's returning, I believe he's a senior this year, and he's one of their better players returning from last year.
Yeah, he is a senior, Fred. Fluellen, that's the kid that made that great catch against Lithia Springs. So, yeah, we're looking for some big things out of him tonight.
Yeah.
This is Fluellen's last game, so I would like to see the Tigers really get him involved tonight.
So that's a false start by the Tigers. It's going to bring back 5 yards. It's going to be a 1st and 15.
Richardson in the shotgun with a 1-back set. He takes the snap. The give is to Willis. And Willis picks up about 5 yards.
Brings back to the original line of scrimmage.
It's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 12 yards to go.
So, Fred, down there, is it windy or I don't see any flags on top of the goalpost. I don't know if they've flown off or they're just non-existing.
Well, if you look to the far, to the Douglas County end zone, you'll see the American flag flying down there. You see it's whipping pretty good. So yeah, it's windy down here, and it's gotten a little bit chillier, a little bit colder since I've gotten down here on the field before the game. So, like I said, the temperature is dropping, and the rain has actually stopped. So that's a good thing. But as far as the wind, it's whipping pretty good.
Willis was back to pass on that play, but it was a slow developing play, so he took it down and tried to run. He didn't get much out of it. Brings up a 3rd down and about 15 yards to go. In fact, he lost 3 yards on that play.
So you expecting Ellis to air it out right here, Rob?
Yeah, they have no choice here. This is 3rd and extremely long. Richardson takes the snap. He's going deep. He's got a man out there. Oh, great try.
Yeah, I don't think he had to leave his feet on that one. Got a little anxious.
Yeah, it looked like he was he had to switch shoulders on that one. He was throwing over his left shoulder, and he went for the he was looking over his right.
Well, I think some of those questions about the wind
I thought
was answered.
DJ would be in that game a little bit today.
That was a great effort on both parts.
Yeah, Fred, I don't know if that was the wind or just a fluttering ball. Either way, Douglas County's back to punt.
So, starting to back to punt. Bad snap.
Bad snap. Fumbles the ball. It's blocked.
Looks like the Patriots
Paulding
going to pick
County
it up.
picks it up.
54. Desperation.
And he's knocked
dive.
down around the 5-yard line.
There's some dirty laundry on the field around the 27-yard line.
That was a botched punt. Paulding County was able to get in there and block that punt.
Let's try to get some information on.
That was a great play by Barker there. He did all he could to get that guy, keep that guy in the end zone.
Yeah, now, Fred, I'm going to tell you one thing. I always repeat myself, but it's special teams. You hear me?
Guys, I'm having some technical difficulties down here. I'm going to sign off for a second until I can get these taken care of.
All right.
Holding called against Paulding County on the return. It'll be Paulding County's ball, first down at the
All right, so
30-yard line.
Paulding County receives the ball. There's looks like they're going to get the ball around the 30-yard line.
They brought.
So they got 1 minute and 37 seconds to go in the first quarter with Douglas County up 9-0.
I think that was a case where that ball couldn't be returned.
They can't.
That's another high school rule.
Yeah.
Quarterback's under the center. Motion to the left. The give is to the fullback, and he's knocked down for about maybe a 2-3 yard gain.
And there's an official in the back corner near the end zone. If it was flag, I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah, that flag is way away from the play. I'm not sure what that was either. Looks like a holding. Paulding County's not pleased with something over there. They've got a warning.
Brings up a 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Quarterback's under center. Motion to right. Give is to the fullback, and he up the middle for about 3 yards maybe. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 4 yards to go.
I know number 2, the running back for Paulding County, he does a lot of motion, maybe deceiving. I don't know, but he got the ball in his hands a couple times 2 weeks ago. And that young man is fast.
He's really fast. Right there, it looked like they was only using him for a decoy on that play. Brings up a 3rd down and 4.
This is 2-down territory, seeing their kicking game.
The give is to the fullback, and he takes that ball for maybe a 2 yard gain. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 2.
Stop line number 66, Jeff Gaines.
Paulding County's down to the 22 yard line.
So 4th and 2.
Yet to get anything on the board here, Miko. Here's their chance.
I think they'll surprise him with a quick slant pass. What do you think, Rod, keeping the ball in the quarterback's hands?
Nah, I think they're going to keep it on the ground.
Oh,
Quarterback
keeps
keeper. It's close.
That brings an end to the first quarter. First down, Paulding County Patriots.
At the end of the first quarter, the score is Douglas County 9. Paulding County.
Guys, I hope to have gotten my technical difficulties solved. Trying to find myself a happy place down here on the field. There's not good reception down here for me, but Douglas County is definitely playing some inspired football. That first half was a good effort on Douglas County's part. Hopefully, again, it's all about sustaining that energy and sustaining that drive. We've seen Lithia Springs, we've seen Alexander, and we've seen how the motivation and the inspiration kind of wanes as the quarters go by. Hopefully Douglas County can capitalize on being at home, being senior night, and some of these guys last night being in uniform, as you mentioned, Rodney. Hopefully they can, capitalize off of that and bring a W home for these fans out here. It's cold, it's rainy, and these guys have showed up in numbers. So hopefully they can bring it home.
Yeah, that was a great quarter for Douglas County. The first quarter, they were able to establish the run. They were throwing a lot of long passes, didn't do a lot with them, but it'll certainly keep those guys on the other side of the ball honest.
On the other side of the ball, we got Paulding County, their first trip in the red zone into the quarter. They got a game plan established over there. I'm calling touchdown in 2 plays.
I don't know about that, Miko. That defense looks pretty stiff over there. But they were able to pick up that first down.
Yep.
So here we go.
We're going to see it right here.
Paulding County's down to the Douglas County 19-yard line. First down and 10.
Hey.
Douglas County leading 9-0 start of the second quarter.
A couple weeks ago when they're in the red zone, they had a couple plays back-to-back, and they hurried up the defense so they could keep those. It's like a fumble.
That was a funny-looking toss.
Looked like a wounded duck.
Fumbled and picked up, recovered by Paulding County. Great opportunity for Douglas County.
I didn't mean 2 plays. I apologize, Rodney.
There you go. That brings up a second down and about 20 yards to go, Miko.
They have a long way right now. No field goal kicker. Got 3 downs to get about 20 yards. Let's see what they can do.
Quarterback's under center, motion to the right. The give is to number 9, and he's knocked down for maybe a 2-yard gain. That brings up a third down and about 17 yards to go. What do you do with a third down and 17, Miko?
Pass.
You try to get 12 yards and set up a 4th and 5, something reasonable.
Well, we know they're lacking in the kicking game, so maybe we will see a pass. We're yet to see a pass out of this Paulding County team, but we'll see what happens right here. Quarterback's under the center. Motion to the right. He takes the snap. He's back to pass.
He's got
He's
a man
being
wide
chased
open.
by Douglas
Number 8.
County. His quarterback, he's keeping the ball. Great run.
Shakes a couple Wimpley tacklers.
Gets down to about the 10-yard line, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 2 yards to go. That
It's a
was
great stop by Traven.
great stop.
What? Now it's 4th and within reason right now.
10-yard line. 4th and about 1 for the Patriots.
That was a great scramble by the quarterback.
We'll see if Douglas County can keep these guys from making this first down.
Yeah, bend but do not break.
There you go. This
That's
is
what they
crucial.
say down there.
This is crucial to the Tigers' confidence. You know, they've not had a lot of leads this year, so hopefully they can keep this. Quarterback's on the center, toss sweep. And he's brought down by a host of Tigers. I don't think he made it.
Yeah, I don't agree with that play. If you're going to have 1 yard to go, 2 yards to go, why toss the ball back 4 yards and make it 6?
It's never made sense.
Well, if it worked, he would have been a genius. But in this case, looks like
Well,
it's
he
gonna
got
be
it
a
close.
turnover.
The officials are going to measure this ball and see what happened. From here, I don't think they made it.
Bringing out the chain gang.
Can you tell, Fred?
It doesn't look, it is very close, but it doesn't appear as though he's made it. Yep.
First down, Tigers.
He didn't make it.
Mr. Fred, what is your take on that call, 4th down call?
Well, I mean, you guys saw the kicker earlier, and you know, we've seen 2 kickoffs, so obviously they don't have a lot of confidence in the kicking game. I think it was a good call to go ahead and go for it. They didn't make it down there, but I think it was a good call. I think that was the only route they could take.
But Douglas County takes over at their own 8-yard line.
With 10 minutes and 25 seconds to go left in the first half.
Richardson's under center. Takes the snap. The give is to the tailback, and he picks up about 6 yards on that play.
Ball carried by number 33, Anthony Garner. Gain of about 8 on the play, 2nd and 2 for the Tigers.
That was Anthony Garner on the carry. That was our first sighting of Garner.
Yes, it was. I like him. Stayed low to the ground and kept those feet moving.
Give it to Garner. Garner breaks it up. He's loose. He's down to the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and knocked down about the 5-yard line. Great play by Douglas County. That play was wide. Man, I could have ran through that hole, Miko.
Well, we got to give credit to Coach Blackshear. He's the offensive coordinator. That was a great play he drew up right there.
Great design by Coach Blackshear.
Excellent run, guys. Excellent run. He just hit that hole and didn't stop.
No one told us about this Garner. We heard about these other backs they had, but what about this guy, Miko?
Well, he's got about 2 carries for 90 yards. Not a bad average.
Well, Coach Thomas did tell me they were deep in the backfield, so looks like he's true on that.
Yeah, he's a junior, so he'll be coming back next year.
The give is to Willis, and Willis picks up about 2 yards on the play.
Ball carried by number 2, John Willis.
So the attempt by Willis to get in the end zone was denied, but he still got a 1-yard gain.
That's going to bring up a second down and about 4 yards to go. Douglas County's first trip into the red zone. The give is to Willis again. He stutter steps, and he's stacked up down around the 1-yard line. Great pursuit by that Paulding County team on that play.
It looks like he's short, so it's going to be third down and inches. So
Richardson's got to play. He's coming in with it. I think this is another call for Willis. What do you think?
Yeah, put Willis in there. Let that senior get the touchdown tonight.
3-back set. Willis deep. And it's a quarterback keeper. And Richardson is in for the touchdown. Great design on that play. He had those 3 special backs behind him, and he just kept it himself.
Yep.
I think they were looking for one of those backs to get the ball.
Oh, yeah. Sort of remind me of the old Reggie Bush again.
And that makes it Douglas County 15, Paulding County nothing with the extra point to come.
Where's this offense been at all year?
Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good.
You know, I'm interested in seeing how far Cerna could kick the ball. I heard last week that he attempted, I think it was a 56-yarder and fell just short of the crossbar.
Really? I'd love to see that. You know, I can't understand, like you said, Miko, where's this team been all year? They come out with a host of backs and a good-looking, solid defense.
I'm speechless, Rodney. The only thing I can think of is it's Halloween, and you know they're disguised as somebody else, and they're going out there.
Well, I think it has something to do with senior night and these guys not wanting to go out on a bad note. I think these, you know, not only the seniors but the rest of the players on the team want to make sure these seniors go out with a lot of good memories tonight, and they're off to a great start.
Oh yes. So Cerna tees it up. Back deep for the Patriots
is number 9. We saw that guy against Lithia Springs, and he is one of their better players.
But remember, they didn't get jump-started till the second half last week either. So you can't count them out.
No, you can't count them out. They've got a lot of great players over there. We've seen results of that at Lithia Springs. The kick is off. It's a deep kick. And they just let it go into the end zone. Paulding County will take the ball at the 20-yard line.
So I'm ready to see some hits. Like I said earlier, whenever we were talking to the coaching staff at Douglas County, he wrapped off a couple defensive guys that are some headhunters. And I haven't seen their numbers called yet, but the defense has been consistent, and Paulding County's yet to put a couple drives together.
They've been consistent. They definitely need one guy to just step up here and shine tonight, because that defense, they've had a lot of trouble this year, but tonight they look great. Quarterback's under the center. He takes the snap. The give is to the fullback, and he's knocked down by the Tigers. The Tigers are playing some real tough defense tonight, Fred.
Very inspired defense tonight, Rodney. They're looking pretty good. They've not allowed Paulding County to move that ball. I think they've had one play that's been passed about 5 or 10 yards. But Douglas County is playing some really, really inspired football tonight.
Yeah, that wing T, they're running that wing T, and that wing T can confuse a lot of defenses, but Douglas County look like they've really been working on a lot of things on that defense. Looks good. Here we go. Quarterback's under the center. He's back to pass. He's being chased by the Tigers, and he's going to be brought down at about the 23-yard line for maybe a 1-yard gain. That's going to bring up a third down. And about 8 yards to go.
Well, this offense for the Patriots is having a little trouble getting started up tonight.
They certainly hadn't got anything going. We've yet to see them throw a pass. The quarterback has gone back to pass several times, but he's kept the ball. And another thing we've yet to see is they've got a senior quarterback if I'm not mistaken, that number 7, and we yet to see him come off the sideline. I don't know if he's injured or what. Quarterback's under center. He's going long. There's a pass. It's a short pass, underthrown.
That's good man-to-man coverage down here. He was with him step for step. Didn't let him get any separation, and he was right there to make the play.
He was right there with him. Fred, what's the wind like down there?
It looks like it's dying down just slightly. Like I said, this weather has a mind of its own. It's just been so unpredictable. The rain will start up, then it'll stop. The wind will kick up, and then it'll stop. But it looks like both have ceased right now. So it's pretty good out here right now.
So in other words, the wind had no effect on that ball.
Absolutely
the punt is
not.
off. It's almost blocked.
Oh, looks like
And
that
that's-
one's coming back. Well, this play is just a free play. Looks like he'll be coming back.
Anthony Graves picked it up and made a long run, but that was a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a roughing the kicker, and that's going to give Paulding County a first down.
Yeah, that play was so obvious. I think the color guard was trying to wave him down too with the flags out there.
Excuse me, it's actually running into the kicker. It's not going to be a 15-yard penalty, and they'll just do that over.
Running into the kicker in high school is just a...
It's not a personal foul.
It's not a personal foul. It's just a redo.
Exactly.
Do
They'll
over.
get 5. They'll do over. They'll get 5 yards, and they'll kick it again. It is. Actually, that was a roughing the kicker. So it was a personal foul.
Either way, I'm just glad to see the kicker get up and walk away. It was
So the
mauled back there.
Patriots are set up around the 35-yard line with the first down. And that was a really bad penalty. When you've got a lead, there's no reason to do something like that.
And they're deep in their end zone. And another thing, the last time the Patriots did punt, I think it was a 7-yard punt, so it's kind of unnecessary.
Very unnecessary. Exactly. Douglas County was going to come away with some great field position on that one. But listen, you can't fault the kid for trying hard. He tried to block that punt, so
I never know.
You
He
gotta
could be a
give-
senior, and that could have been his first career block punt. He wasn't stopping. He was going. So here we are with 6 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the first half.
either way, Paulding County's taking over.
Guys, to your point about it being a bad play, it definitely was a bad play, but these guys are very, very hyped. The adrenaline is flowing. These guys are excited. So, hopefully the coach can settle them down just a little bit so we won't see, any more bonehead plays like that, because we definitely shouldn't have we should definitely have the ball right now. But these guys are just hyped up. They would have win one.
They're amped up, really, definitely. Quarterback's under the center. Motion to the right. The give is to the fullback, and he's stacked up for no gain. Tigers leading 16-0.
You got to remember, Rod, that's only 2 possessions away. They put a lengthy drive here. I know that they've sputtered and they have yet to get started, but now could be, a good time to get started, put up a 5-6 minute drive, and they do get the ball back at halftime. So can't count out the Patriots.
They need to get something right here. The give, the quarterback keeper, he picks up about 8 yards. That's going to bring up a third down and about 2 yards to go. They definitely need to come away with something right here. Going in halftime with no scoring behind 16-0 as of now with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. Second quarter. They need to get something going. It's not, things are getting late for them. Paulding County comes up to the line. One back set. Give it to the quarterback keeper. He keeps it, and he picks up about 15 yards on the play.
I think he can give credit to Trevin for about 5 yards of that. He threw him forward about 5 yards.
Takes the ball down to the 40-yard line, and there's another example of that wing T.
You never know who has the ball, but tonight looks like the quarterback. He's calling his own number tonight.
Well, in those last two plays, those were zone reads, and he went in there. He saw that tackle, he saw that end come down, and he kept that ball. So that was a great play by him. Quarterback's under the center. One back set. Motion to the right. Toss sweep. Oh, great play, and he's tackled for a 3-yard loss.
Well, Rodney, I think they need to get rid of that toss sweep. They've tried it 3 times. One time was a fumble. That play is 4 or 5 yard loss. And the other one was on a costly 4th down that they came up short. So maybe they need to throw in a halfback pass from that play, but they need to get rid of that toss sweep. It's not working tonight.
In addition to that, Miko, that tossing that toss sweep out, Douglas County is just getting some really good penetration tonight. They are in the backfield quickly. They're getting at the quarterback, and they're getting some good penetration as well. So,
look good. Quarterback Reed keeps the ball, and he's knocked down, picked up maybe 2 yards on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 13 yards to go.
A tackle made by Curtis Campbell. He was both hands. He was trying to strip the ball from the running back right there.
That's a great reference, Fred. Yeah, those guys are really getting a lot of penetration. They're back there practically when he gives the ball to the back.
Absolutely, they are right on him. Quarterback has had some pretty good runs there, but other than that, they've been right there.
Passing situation, 3rd down at about 13 yards to go. Quarterback's under the center. Motion to the right. He keep it. He's going back to pass. He's going long. He's got a man out there, but it's intercepted by Douglas County.
Traven.
That was Traven Riggins on the interception. Great play by Traven. He was right there for it.
Oh, absolutely. He'll with them again, step by step. These cover guys are definitely doing their job tonight. They're with these receivers step by step.
You know, that looked like Traven. He's a 2-star athlete. Looked like he was tracking down a ball in the gap from center field.
Great work tracking. Traven looked really good on that play. He's a free safety for Douglas County, and he was doing his job. And that sets Douglas County up at the 10-yard, their own 10-yard line. Ellis back to Richardson, back to pass.
There's a little
the
bit
pass
hitting.
is complete, and he picks up about 9 yards on the play.
Miko, you said you want to see some hitting. That was a pretty good hit right there.
That was a pretty good hit, and then good job by Elliott Thompson holding on to the ball.
That was Elliott Thompson's first catch tonight. Great-looking catch. Richardson's in the shotgun. One back set. Bobbles the ball. He picks it up, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 or 3 yards. I think he lost a yard on that, Miko.
Yeah. A couple spin moves going nowhere, just screwing a hole in the ground.
Well, that was a bad start from the get-go. He bobbled the ball, and he never regained real control of it.
It seemed like he was rushing himself right there. He got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first half, and seems like he's rushing himself. I don't know if he saw something like a one-on-one that seemed interesting or what.
Tigers rush to the line. Richardson's in the shotgun. He takes the snap. The give is to Smith. Smith dances around, and Smith picks up about 5 yards on the play. He made something out of nothing right there, Miko. They were right there with him, and he danced up and got about 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, Wanya, he's got some light feet over there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Tigers at their 25-yard line.
Yeah, Coach Wes Carnes, he told us that Wanya Smith was a special player, and, hey, that's proven right.
In a bright future. He's only a sophomore. Keep that in
Richardson's
mind.
under the center. Fake, give. That was ooh.
I don't think that faked anybody out.
No,
Tackle
it
made
didn't.
by number 9 for a huge loss.
Yeah, they had that play read right there, but, the Douglas County, I like the thought they're trying to get that ball in the DJ's hands, and they need to. I think they need to get that ball in his hands. That play right there didn't work, obviously, but I like that end-around idea. He's not getting much separation, and I think that's why they went with that end-around.
Yeah, that end around, it didn't work that time, so Douglas County's going to have to punt this ball away.
Keep in mind, Paulding County has 2 timeouts left.
There's a whistle on the play.
It's like a timeout's called by. Let's wait for the officials to make the call.
Preliminary indications. Illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution called against Paulding County.
It's going to give Douglas County a little more yards to try to pin them back a little farther, just a little bit farther.
Oh, Cerna back to kick.
Paulding County set up on their own 45-yard line. The punt is away. It's a nice, high, spiraling punt.
Return, number 9. Couple spin moves, takes it down to about the 45-yard line with just under a minute to go in the first half, with the Douglas County Tigers up 19-0 over the Paulding County Patriots, 18-0. 16.
Keep going, Miko. Paulding County's going to start off with some good field position right here. They got to capitalize on this. They got a little more than 1 minute left in this first half, and they need to get something going. The Tigers look good tonight. That defense have really stood up tonight, and it makes me wonder, where have these guys been all year?
That's a very good question. I just felt like I was on The Price of Right. You know, everybody's telling me lower, lower, lower. Finally got it right.
Well, Coach Oglesby's got his troops ready to go tonight. Senior night, great night for the parents, great night for relatives. Everybody's here tonight. Quarterback's under the center, motion to the right. The give is to the fullback. And he stacked up maybe a 1-yard gain. It's going to bring up a second down and 9 yards.
The clock's still rolling, about 43 seconds to go. It's still rolling.
They don't seem to be in a hurry to be behind 16-0. This team needs to get a move on it.
I can't be panicked. You're only down 2 possessions.
Well, we got time for another play.
I'm a fan of trickery. I'd go with a fake nil.
Quarterback's under the center. He's back to pass. He's looking long. Oh, it's picked off.
Oh. Batted down.
Almost picked off. Great try.
So that puts us with 10 seconds on the clock.
That was Riggins again. That's that guy that I think Coach Corns was talking about.
Yeah, I believe so. When, like I said, if that's a baseball, he's diving and making a great catch.
So good. I'm gonna put you against my best.
So do you think he could throw it in the end zone, the quarterback?
No, the give is up the middle. Oh, he fumbled the ball. And Douglas County takes over.
They stop the clock with 1.5 seconds to go.
That's going to do it for the half. Great half for Douglas County Tigers. You can't ask for a better half on senior night.
Just a quick note, stay with us during the halftime show. We're going to be talking about the first half, and Fred Perry's got some great insight on what's to come in the second half and a recap of the first. But most importantly, we got the performance by both bands.
Well, that was a Hail Mary pass by Douglas County, and that's going to end the half with Douglas County leading 16-0 over the Paulding County Patriots.
Got a quick second.
Well, Miko, let's
bring it down to Fred. He's got Coach Oglesby with him. Tell us a little about the first half, Fred.
Coach, excellent first half by the football team. They came out here looking inspired. How can we sustain this energy in the second half?
Well, we just got to play 2 halves of football. You know, the guys, they were a little more focused this week, and so I'm hoping to, pay off second half. You know, it's been a weak point this season. We play good first half. We got to play a good second half.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anything in specific you're going to tell guys before they come out?
I mean, we just got to, we got them down. We got to keep them down.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Back to you, Rodney.
Thank you, Fred. Yeah, Miko, you want to recap that first half for us?
Well, first off, I'm going to make a note on what Coach Oglesby said. Their team, the tale of 2 halves. Usually they get rolling in the first half, which they did tonight. You know, started off with a safety, got the ball back, forced it in the end zone, going up, was that 9-0, and then they had a great run by the not too often mentioned Willis. Not Willis. Who was the
Wanye Smith.
the guy who had the 80-yard run? It wasn't Wanye.
Oh, Garner.
Garner.
That was Garner, yeah.
Garner with the 80-yard gain, come out of nowhere, you know, put them up by 2 scores, and like I said, you know, they've been energized and energetic in the first half, and on the other side of the ball, you have the Patriots, which have yet to get anything going on the offensive side, but like we saw 2 weeks ago, they are a second-half team, and Douglas County is a first-half team. So, that being said, we have a good football game in the future.
Sound like we have a good half ahead of us. Yeah, it was definitely a great half for Douglas County. They were doing everything right. The defense was really up to par tonight. Played really good, and like Coach Oglesby said, when he said they played a great first half, and they've done that during the year. I think he was referencing to that Chapel Hill game, where Douglas County was leading Chapel Hill 20-7 at halftime, but they eventually lost that game 21-20. Mm-hmm. So that's something they'll have to work on tonight. They have to come out and play that second half like they played the first half.
All right. Well, appreciate your recap for the first half, Rodney, and to the fans, here's your Paulding County Marching Band, and hope you enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Douglas County High School, under the supervision of Superintendent Dr. Gordon Fritz and Principal Tim Scott, present your best in class 2011 Douglas County High School Marching Band. Tonight they will perform their show, Abiding Evil, inspired by Abide With Me by the American composer Henry F. Light. We hope you enjoyed this show, originally composed for your Douglas County High School Marching Tiger Band. Drum majors, is your band ready? Douglas County High School, you may take the field for halftime entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, your Douglas County High School Marching Tiger Band. contestants out on the field. Look for Mr. Weaver. Our first kicker will be Cody Hollingsworth. Once again, the person who kicks the field goal will receive a $1,000 scholarship to Walter House. All the other contestants will receive goodies, pizza buffet for a year from Stevie B's Pizza. First attempt a 40-yard field goal is Cody Hollingsworth. Just a bit low for Hollingsworth. Our next person kicking will be Courtney Jackson. Courtney Jackson is next up, vying for the $1,000 scholarship provided by Waffle House. And the ball's a little bit short. Next will be Conjure Machini. That scholarship is still available. Looked a little bit left. And our final kicker this evening is Will Montgomery.
He's got a chance.
And it's good! Will Montgomery will receive a $1,000 scholarship provided by Waffle House on Highway 5 and Corbin Road. Congratulations, Will. Good job. The other three contestants, once again, will receive free pizza buffet for a year, courtesy of Stevie B's Pizza. Congratulations to all our contestants. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's game is being broadcast live on CITITV Channel 22. You can also watch the replay tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. online at mycititv.com. That's mycititv.com. Also, the Football Booster Club will be hosting a pancake breakfast next Saturday, November 5th at Old Charlie's from 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Tickets are only $7 and are available at the Booster Club tent, or you can purchase tickets at O'Charlie's on the day of breakfast. Come help support your Douglas County Booster Club and their pancake breakfast next Saturday, the day of breakfast. World Series update. Bottom of the third, St. Louis has taken the lead 3-2 in Game 7 of the World Series. Bottom of the third, 3-2 St. Louis.
Is it
Well, we're ready to start the second half. The kick is off.
Cerner kicks it deep in the end zone for a touchback.
It's going to be a touchback. That'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line for Paulding County.
Back in action, that was a entertaining performance by both bands.
It was really great. Those kids put so much into getting ready for these halftime shows, and it really paid off tonight.
Yeah, I know the Paulding County band sound familiar from Willy Wonka. Not quite sure what the song is, but it sounded familiar. As far as Douglas County's band, I couldn't quite make that one out.
Should we reference that it's also senior night for some of those guys?
It is.
We really appreciate all those bands do for us. Well, here we go. The toss sweep to number 34. And like you said, Miko, that toss sweep is not working too good tonight.
I'd take it out of the playbook. Whatever page is that on, I would crumble it up and toss it to the side.
That brings up a second down and 10 yards to go. They didn't gain anything on that play.
So if you're the coach for Douglas County High School, what did you tell your team during the halftime?
I told them to hold on, Nelly.
I'm not quite sure who Nelly is, but maybe he'll have an impact in the second half.
Remember a guy by the name of Keith Jackson? He's an old sports commentator, and that was his favorite saying.
Oh, Nelly.
Well, that brings up a third down. Paulding County picked up about 4 yards on the play. That's going to bring up a third down and about 6 yards to go from the 27-yard line.
And Rodney, the second half, I mean, outside it's cold, it's wet, it's raining. It's going to have a big impact on the second half.
It could have an impact on the second half. Hopefully Douglas County hold on to this ball and this lead. Quarterback's under the center. He takes the snap. Going right to left. He fumbles the ball and is recovered by Paulding County. That's going to bring up a fourth down and a punt situation.
It's not looking good for the Paulding County Patriots. They just have yet to get started today.
They're not off to a good start in this second half. It was a rough first half for them. Douglas County had a great first half and looked like that defense came to play tonight.
They did. So, back to punt for Paulding County Patriots again. Number 5 for his fourth punt of the day, I believe.
And deep to receive, that's Anthony Graves. It's a high punt. Takes a Paulding County roll. Rolls down to about the 47-yard line, and that's where Douglas County will start.
Across midfield, but still good field position for the Tigers tonight.
Great field position for the Tigers. They can capitalize on this and really put a lot of pressure on those Paulding County Patriots.
You know, Coach Oglesby mentioned something, you got to get them while they're down. I think that he might go for it all right here, first play, set the momentum for the second half.
Well, I don't think you want to do anything crazy here. You want to keep doing what you've been doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The give is to Wanye Smith. Wanye Smith takes that ball out to about the 46-yard line. He picks up about 5 yards on the carry, maybe 6. That brings up a second down and 4.
Gain of 6, second and 4 for the Tigers.
Tigers up to the line.
Second 4 cross midfield at the 45-yard line.
The give is to Smith again. Smith breaks it around the corner, shakes off a tackle, and he shakes off another tackle. He's down the sideline, and he picks up about 20 yards, and he's going to be down to about the 25-yard line. Great run by Smith. Looked like they had him twice on that run.
Yeah, that was a great run. He kept those feet chopping and chopping and chopping, and,
he managed to pull away. That's what you want to see in a running back. Keep those legs going, and you never know what happened. When you stop, that's what happens. You're stopped. But if you keep going like Smith is doing, it can really carry you a long way.
I think he's going to become a household name here in the county. Wanye.
Wanye takes the ball again. He's dragged down for about a 2-yard gain. Richardson heads to the sideline. He gets to play. He's back in.
Guys, it looks like the field conditions are starting to deteriorate again. It's starting to rain again. Wind is starting to pick up. And it is quite chilly out here.
Yes, that's what we've heard, Fred.
Yeah, I'm a Wisconsin guy, so I'm pretty good with the cold, but starting to dip down a little bit, and that cold mixed with the rain is not a good feeling.
Oh,
Richardson's back to pass. He's going long. He got a man out there. Great catch.
Did he have 2 feet in?
And he touchdown. They're calling it a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know if he had. Well, it resulted in a touchdown.
There's no instant replay here, Miko. They signal touchdown, and I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a touchdown. I'm no official, but,
That was Ellis Thompson. Great catch by Ellis, and he was managed to keep his feet in bounds. And I think he put that ball over the pylon. That's something we didn't look at, Miko. I think he went out, but he had the ball over the pylon. So that was a great play by Thompson, if that's what he did.
yeah, and they also had another wide receiver cutting across the middle field that was wide open. I'm not sure what the defense had in mind, but, there's a couple wide open receivers on that play.
Well, the back judge seemed to have got a better look, and he came in and changed that thing, and Douglas County going to have the ball at the 1-yard line.
Not a touchdown, it is a first down. First and goal for the Tigers.
So brings up a first down for the Tigers about the 2-yard line.
Great play. Great pass by Richardson. Thompson was able to haul it in, and Douglas County set up right on the 2-yard line.
I can't forget to give credit to your big boys up front, giving you some time to throw the ball.
Great. They did. He had great protection on that play.
Steak dinner.
Richardson under center. The give is to Willis, and Willis is stacked up in the backfield. He maybe lost a yard.
Hand off to number 2, John Willis.
Yep, play looked like it resulted in a loss of 2 yards.
Going to bring up a second down and 4 yards to go. Second and goal.
So we're here in the third quarter with 8 minutes to go.
Douglas County leading 16-0 and threatening to score again. This could really put a lot of pressure on this Paulding County team. Richardson's under the center. He takes the snap. The give is to John Willis, and he's in. I don't think.
Touchdown, Willis.
There go the Tiger banner guys, shirtless guys. Look at those guys.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. They might be craving some chicken noodle soup tomorrow under some warm blankets. Doesn't look like a great idea.
Well, senior night always seems to bring out the crazies, and there they are.
It could be Halloween. I don't know.
The hold, the kick is up, and it is no good.
No good by Cerna. But I would like to give a congratulations to Will Montgomery. He made a 40-yard field goal for a $1,000 scholarship from Waffle House.
That's great. That sounds great for Will's future.
We've raised over $400.
I don't know if he's a soccer player or if maybe he's a transfer and he couldn't play football this year. I'm not sure. 40 yards pretty impressive.
Looks like to me just a guy that needed some scholarship money.
For the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Maybe he's left-handed and has 2 scholarships.
Here we go. Tigers leading 22-0. Third quarter. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock.
To the painters of the end zone, Coach Pruitt, Vernon Johnson, DJ Fluellen, and Curtis Mosey.
So we'll see what Paulding County Patriots has in store for their second possession of the second half.
Juan Cerna sets the ball up with those magic shoes on. Those shoes seem to be working, Miko. I think he's put, about 2 or 3 kicks into the end zone?
Yeah, shoes usually make you run faster and jump higher. In this case, he's added 5 yards to his kick.
At least. The kick is off. Back to receive is number 9 for Paulding County. He takes it, bobbles it, picks it up at the 5-yard line, and he's up to about the 34-yard line. So that was a great pickup and recovery for the Paulding County deep back on that play.
That could be a little momentum to start with for Paulding County. You know, it's their last game too of the season. They can't go out like this on no points on the board.
Well, that Tiger defense don't seem to be letting up any tonight.
Rodney, you're exactly right. That this Douglas County defense is very stingy tonight, and it doesn't look like they're going to let up at all. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game is going along.
Quarterback's under center. He's back to pass.
He's got it
He's looking
one-on-one.
deep. He pulls it down. He tries to run, but he's going to be tackled by a host of Douglas County Tigers.
Now, the quarterback, he hasn't had much time to look downfield because the penetration from the Tigers' defense.
Yeah, we've seen him several times attempt to pass that ball and pull it down and run, so those Tigers are really getting after him tonight. So that brings up a second down and about 12 yards to go. Quarterback under the center, receiver stacked to the right. Pitch, toss, sweep.
There's the sweep again. Looks beneficial
34
today.
picks it up.
Oh.
And a great gain. Picks up about 12 yards and a first down on the play.
Looks good enough for the first down. That's number 34. Not sure what his name is. Last 2 weeks ago, he had a great game. But that was a great run for him.
Great run. He really caused a lot of problems for the Litchfield Spring Lions. And I think that's something Douglas County looked at, and they seem to have somebody keying on that guy tonight. He hadn't been able to do anything tonight.
No, not at all. Yes, sir. You are correct.
Quarterback's under the center. Receiver stacked to the right. The give is to the tailback, and he's going to be thrown back for maybe a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up a second down and 11 yards to go. Paulding County at their own 39-yard line.
I think for the future of Douglas County, they need to theme every game senior night. You know, these guys are out there. They're out here playing tonight.
Well, I think it says a lot about these seniors. You know, they're going out with the bang. They're not going to give up anything here in their home field tonight. The toss sweep. 34 takes the ball, and he's hit hard. The Douglas County player down on the play.
There's an injury on the field.
That was quite a collision out there, and we hope this young man to be all right.
Not quite sure who it is.
Well, Fred, these Tigers are off to a good start in this
They have
second
come
half.
out and they have not lost a beat coming out of the locker room. I talked to Coach Oglesby before he went on the inside, and he told them we need to put together a full football game, and it looks like they're going to come out and do just that. These guys have not lost their intensity. They are still have got that look in their eye like they want this win, and they are playing to match that intensity. These guys are looking pretty good.
Yeah, I think Coach Oglesby said all the right things at halftime. And with Douglas County, the season they had this year, this is definitely something they can build on, something these younger kids can carry on next year. From what I understand, they got a lot of great-looking guys. That Wanye Smith coming back next year, just that guy alone gives them a lot of promise.
Absolutely. That guy there, and that's that running back, number 20, correct?
Yes, and he's a sophomore.
Oh, wow.
So they
wow.
got
good,
2 more years
good young
of that.
talent out of that one.
Well, we got that. Our main concern is that young man laid on the field right now. Hopefully he's all right. Got the staff, the medical staff over there checking him out.
So, Fred, is there any way you can make a number out down there?
It's not. He is, I can't make out a number over there. He's, doesn't even, okay, they look like they're starting to get him up now.
Well, he's sitting up. That's a great sign.
It's like Brandon Bostic, number 6.
Okay, he's on his feet. Great.
He's walking off
Getting a
on his
hand
own
from the
will.
crowd. Great job.
It's always a good sign.
Well, Fred, I know you said you're from the Wisconsin area, but these temperatures seem to be have gotten a little bit below your comfort level.
Absolutely. It's starting to be reminiscent of home. I'm from the great state of Wisconsin, city of Milwaukee, and you know, this is par for course up there. But I hadn't been to Milwaukee, living in Milwaukee for quite some time, so my blood has gotten a little thin. But it is chilly out here. It is chilly out here. It looks like the rain is starting to pick back up again, and conditions again are starting to go down. So we'll see how these teams respond to the weather.
Well, here we go again. The give is to number 9, Paulding County, and the play is stopped. There's no play. There was a flag on the play. Well, that young man who had that injury over there, they brought him off the field, and when I played, Fred, I think they called that getting your bell wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that bell getting rung from way over here. He's over here. He's not necessarily hurt. He's kind of laughing it off a little bit, and I think you called it there, Rodney. I think he just got his bell rung, just got a little wind knocked out of him.
Because these days with concussions, that's nothing to play with, so I hope they're going to check that young man out good. But here we go again. The referee's winding the clock. Paulding County rushing up to the line.
Yeah, Paulding County's going the wrong way. They just went back another 5 yards, brings up a 3rd and roughly 15.
Quarterback's under the center. Motion to the right. Toss sweep. Bobbles the ball. He recovers and takes it for about a 6-yard gain. It's going to get him back to the original line of scrimmage and bring up a punting situation for the Paulding County Patriots.
I don't know if they're punting. Looks like they're going to go for it right here, Rodney. I don't see anybody coming back on the field. Can't hold anything back. I mean, let's go for it.
Well, desperation seems to have set in. You're on the other side of the field and starting to punt the ball and not punting the ball and going for it. Yeah, this doesn't look like a good situation for the Paulding County Patriots.
On the other hand, looks like a great situation for the Douglas County Tigers with 4 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Motion to the right.
There's number 2 that I've been talking about. Tripped up just short of the 1st down.
Stumbles and falls, and I don't think he made it.
I don't think so.
First down, he made it. That was fortunate for Paulding County. That guy started to stumble right there at the end and stumbled right into a 1st down. So fortunate for the Paulding County Patriots. That's going to give them a 1st down at the 50-yard line.
That's a pretty generous spot, Rodney. But
it really was. It was a desperate play and great call by the coach. It looked like a double reverse.
Oh, quarterback keeps it for a gain of about 5 yards to the 45-yard line across midfield.
They've crossed the midfield stripe, and that's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 5 yards to go from the 45-yard line. Well, Miko, this is a crucial drive. They got to get something out of this. That clock is running.
Yeah, it's running right at 3.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, and you're down 22 points. This is panic.
Not to mention, being a running team, if you can't throw your way back into this game, it's going to be a uphill battle from here on out.
That looks like about an 8-yard gain for 1st down for the Patriots.
Picks up
Rodney,
a 1st
I think
down,
you're exactly right. This Paulding County team is definitely a running team, and they're putting themselves in a situation where they have to throw that football, and it's not going to be pretty. 1, because they're not a throwing team, and 2, because of the weather conditions out here. It's starting to rain again. The wind is starting to pick up, so I think this is going to be pretty much a one-dimensional team from here on out.
One-dimensional sounds right. Quarterback give is to the tailback. He takes the ball, and he stacked up maybe a 1-yard gain.
It's going to bring up a 2nd down and unofficial 9. I'm thinking panic mode. You have to put the ball in the air, Rodney. If you want a chance, you have to put the ball in the air.
Well, I think these Tigers are thinking of shutout tonight. I don't think they want these guys putting anything on the board in here in senior night. What do you think?
Huh? That'd be a great story to tell. Do you remember your final score on your senior night?
I don't want to remember that score, Miko.
All right. So it was 22-0. You're just on the wrong side. I hear you.
It was not a good night, to say the least. Ball at the 35-yard line, 2nd down.
I'm sorry I brought that up,
Looks
Rodney.
like about 8 yards to go. Quarterback's under the center. Quarterback keeper, he picks up maybe 1 yard on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 7 yards to go.
2-down territory.
From here on out, yes, it is.
Yes.
They got to get something on the board right here. This is a crucial drive. If they can get something on the board, they're still in the ball game.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Oh, behind center.
Quarterback's under center, giving them now. Oh, he topsy-turvy over the line there. Great hit.
I give him a 6.
Guys, this Douglas County team has not let up on the intensity. As you can see, they are still out here hitting hard.
Oh, they're having a great time out there.
Rain has definitely picked up. It's almost a monsoon out here. The wind is blowing, and these guys are out here hitting. So they really want this game right here.
Yeah, the Tigers, hey, they really came here ready tonight. Somebody gave them a good speech, and these guys listened and bought into whatever it was those coaches were selling this past week. Quarterback's under the center. He takes the snap to give it to number 9. He bounces outside, picks up about 6 yards. Close to a first down.
Looks like it's a little short. Looks like it's going to be a turnover down for the Patriots.
Douglas County takes it over.
He didn't make it. He didn't make it.
Tigers.
Another great defensive stand by the Douglas County Tigers tonight.
You got to give that defense a lot of credit. They came to play tonight.
And I don't know if you've seen, Rodney, but everybody's sticking around for this game, supporting the seniors tonight.
And that's great to see.
The stands are still full.
Yeah, I was able to talk to a couple of those seniors and told them to give me a good night tonight. Let's see something from y'all guys. We want some great memories from you tonight. And they hadn't disappointed. Richardson gives it to his tailback. He takes it up to about the 32-yard line for about a 2-yard gain. That brings up a 2nd down and 8. With 1 minute left on the clock, 3rd quarter, Douglas County leading 22, Paulding County 0.
Yeah, we've yet to see a shutout this season. Correct, Rodney?
We sure had. Usually there's fireworks at the beginning, which there were with Douglas County, but nothing from the other team.
All right, so due to the weather conditions, we're going to have to throw in the towel tonight, and we're going to be rebroadcasting this tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock on Saturday, October 29th. So thanks for watching tonight's show. And, Fred, you got anything to say down there?
I was going to say, I was wondering what you were waiting on. I certainly appreciate that.
I was waiting for Rodney to offer his seat. But thanks for watching City TV. Fred Perry, Rodney Moreland, I'm Miko Bursich.
Thanks for watching.
You stay classy, Douglasville.